Hello, people. We are live and we are going to finally find out what grades I got. Coming up next. All right, guys, welcome back to Comics. I'm doing a very quick impromptu live unboxing here because my child is asleep in the next room, and when he wakes up, this video is over. So we're gonna see how far we can get. I just cannot wait to open this box. So I didn't make a thumbnail or do any previews for this video because I'm just dying to find out the grades. It's very rare these days that I withhold the grades from myself, because as soon as I refresh the CGC page and find that the grades are finished, I can't help myself. I like go right in, check those grades right away, and then the suspense is over. I get that endorphin rush, that sweet serotonin high of finding out my grades if I like them. But I didn't do that this time because this is an important submission for me. It's a lot of older books. It is a vintage submission, 11 books. Usually I do modern 25-book submissions. It takes me a lot longer to prepare old books. You know, a lot of pressing and cleaning. Recently, I've been trying some new stain removal techniques and so forth. So it just takes longer to work on these books and longer to put together like a respectable size submission. So that is why this is only 11 books. I just wanted to get these out. Still have a lot of old books to work on that I will be submitting subsequently. But I'm opening this box right now, 11 books, vintage, and I've only checked the grades on 3 of the books which belong to my friend Ben. So those are the 3 that I know already. Now, the other thing that I know already, accidentally, I also spoiled for myself one other thing, which was the color of the labels. I believe that when I take this cardboard off the top of this box, I believe I'm going to see nothing but blue. All right. And if that is the case, that will be a huge relief in itself, because I'm trying new stain removal techniques. So there has been a risk in my mind of purple label and also perhaps of green label, because there's a book that had a loose staple that I thought might get a really high grade, but with a green label. So one of the things I spoiled for myself was that I checked the results and found that everything said universal. So if that is true, that it's all universal, then when I take this cardboard off, I'm going to see nothing but blue. And indeed, I see, just looking through the plastic here, nothing but blue. All right, so that is a great thing, because, you know, for example, in here, there's a Silver Surfer 4, and the last Surfer 4 I sent, first of all, took a year or whatever to come back because I had it facilitated at some convention, not through CGC directly. It took forever. And that came back a purple label. So just the fact that that Silver Surfer 4 in this submission is blue is very exciting. You never know what you're going to get with restoration. You can get better at detecting it. You can use a UV light to try to, you know, weed it out or ascertain whether it's there. But at the end of the day, with Silver Age, Golden Age books, it's a little bit of luck of the draw. And you just hope for the best. So far, no purple labels. That's a great start. So let's see what we're going to start with, guys. Once again, my child is in the next room sleeping, hoping that we don't have a wake up before. He's already been sleeping an hour and 20 minutes, so he's probably going to wake up before this video is over. We're going to do our best, guys, okay? All right. 2 people watching in the room, thanks so much for joining. If you're liking this video, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe for further future content, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this submission. So let's see if I can start with my friend's books, get those out of the way. All right, there's a Ghost Rider. We'll save that for last. A lot of these books, I try to find the original labels because I did some CPR on some of these books. I cracked them out of the slabs. They had graded originally, and I'm attempting a regrade on some of them. There's a Surfer. All right, maybe we should just get started with the Surfer and see how we did. So I made some very loose grade estimations. Let's see if I can find the text to myself. Economy CGC submission. Here we go. So these are my rough grade estimates. I did not have time before I submitted these to like really get granular in detail with my grading estimate. It's sort of like in retrospect, I'm kind of like ballparking my estimated grade. So I wouldn't be too surprised if the results are very far off from my estimates one way or the other. These are very ballpark grading estimates. So we'll see how we did. The Surfer 4, I bought raw as part of a small collection, and I estimated that I was going to get around a 6.5 for this copy. Let's take a look in the holder, how it looks in the holder. I'm not spoiling the grade for myself. It's got kind of like some paper off of one of the corners. I do see some Newton rings in this case, which is a bummer, but it's okay. Silver Surfer 4 from 1969. We got a 6.0, pretty close to my estimate 6.5. Not too shabby. We got cream to off-white pages on that. Awesome book. 6.0, cream to off-white. Baby's still sleeping. All right, let's see how many we can get through. This might be a very quick video. All right, let's see. We have here a Thor 169. This one I estimated at an 8.5. I believe I bought it off of my comic shop as a very fine copy. It's got a cool date stamp on the back. Bought it very fine raw, pressed it, cleaned it. 9.0. That was really what I was hoping for with this. 9.0 white pages. That is freaking awesome. Galactus Origin 9.0. My comic shop, man. It's sort of a not so best kept secret that mycomicshop.com, their raw books have very conservative grades. So buy with confidence from mycomicshop.com. It's actually the company that Steve Barak, that he went to from CBCS. So their grading is really good. It's actually very tough grading. So the raw books, you can get some good deals there. Okay, Avengers 60, what is it, 69? 48? Avengers 48. First appearance of, first full Black Knight, Dan Whitman as the Black Knight. This one I bought raw from an Instagram seller. I believe they were selling it as a 7.5 raw. It took some work to clean and press this. I was hoping maybe for a 7.0 at the end of the day. 7.0, and we ended up with, boom, 7.0. Off-white to white. Not so bad. So I think he overgraded it slightly because it did take some work to get it to this level, but this is a respectable grade for this book. Presents really nice. That's exactly what I was hoping from that. All right, so far so good. There's some really interesting ones in here, guys. So stay tuned. Do we have any homies in the room yet? Nobody's hip to the fact that I'm doing this. I probably should have let you guys know. Hulk 180. First appearance of Wolverine. Not a bad book to have. Yo, Trippy's in the house. Just grabbed a bunch of foreigns off of my comic shop. They have got some gems in there if you dig, for sure. Yes, they do. And I wonder if you found the same Trip that their grading is good. You can get good deals for the grades there. Okay, this is a nice book. Again, got it from a small collection. I was estimating 5.5 on this. And we got, whoa, that's great. Did some good work on this one, guys. Yeah, I was thinking 7.0 off-white to white. Decent, very decent. I was thinking on this spine that it wasn't really going to crack above a 6 because of those deep spine ticks there. But they liked my work on this. I feel very gratified that I got a 7.0 on this book. This is great. All right, so I usually have a different experience with older books and grading. Maybe I've just sort of gotten more conservative with my estimates because I've been disappointed in the past, overgrading my older books. So ASM 121, this was a CPR from a CBCS 8.5. And this one, this is one of those where you get it out of the case and you start to realize the defects are a little worse than you expect. This is, of course, The Death of Gwen Stacy. I believe it's one of those pivoting from Silver Age into Bronze Age books, 1973, and just like a iconic storyline and turning point in comics in general. Great book to have. So this was it was either an 8.0 or an 8.5 CBCS, and I'm not even hazarding a guess. I really don't think I'm going to gain anything on this regrade. Okay, we held an 8. That is respectable, and we got it to white pages. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if this is white pages before, but I'm just really happy it didn't drop into the 7s. I would have been happy with an 8 or an 8.5 on this. Just crossing it over from CBCS, unfortunately for CBCS, adds value. So we got this into an 8.0 white. That's a great result for this. I'm happy with that. All right, what else we got? Whoa. Okay, this is one of my friend's books. So my friend Ben, he gave this to me to grade it a million years ago. This is 4-color 386. He was like, no pressure, I'm not in any rush. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take you up on that because I have no time and these books take forever to work on. So 4-color 386. This is an iconic Uncle Scrooge cover. It says Uncle Scrooge #1, only a poor man. So I guess this is actually thought of as Uncle Scrooge #1, which is really cool. Not his first appearance, I assume, but his first solo title. And it's from 1952. And this one, I estimated at 3.5. We got a 3.5. Cream to off-white. So exactly where I thought it would be. And happy for my friend on that one. Okay, next up, we have this is another one from my friend. This is 4-color 199. It says Donald Duck and Sheriff at Bullet Valley. Huey, Dewey, and Louie appearance. The 199 I estimated at 5.0. 6.0. He'll be psyched about that. Again, my 5.0 was a pretty hazy recollection, just kind of a safe guess, but 6 is great on this. He's going to be psyched about that. I worked pretty hard on this one, I remember. I did use advanced stain removal techniques to get the back of this book as clean and white as it is. A technique called heat overlay press I used on this, which is basically like putting a sheet of peroxide on the back of the book and doing a low temperature press. It lifts a lot of that sort of years old gunk off of the cover, and then you do a blue light treatment after that, and you've got a much better looking book. I might be able to do some before and after pictures on my Instagram for some of this at some point. Okay, and finally, the final book from my friend. You can see the kind of stuff he likes, some Golden Age goodies. This is from 1954. I worked really hard on this one. This one was really tough because the front cover, it's kind of imitating a newsprint thing, and it's not exactly a white cover. It's a weird tone, so it was kind of tricky. You can see the back of it is like a standard white, and the front is not. So it was a little tricky. I was a little worried, to be honest, that I was going to get hit with the purple label or something. That being said, granted that it's not a purple label, I thought this might get a 7. So let's see what we got on Mad Magazine number 16. 6. So we kind of traded off my recollection of the the Donald Duck cover with the Mad magazine. I think 6 is totally respectable for this, and I also worked on the pages for this. We got off-white to white. So 6-0 off-white to white on the Mad 16. We have 3 more books, and baby's not awake yet, so I think we're gonna finish the submission, which is excellent. Yo, Jib, good to see you, man. Thanks for watching, guys. 4 people in the room. Thank you, guys. All right, 3 more books, and these ones are all gonna be mine. Okay, this one's really interesting. So Avengers number 55, first appearance of Ultron. I'm surprised this didn't get a green label. I'm a little scared about what the grade's gonna be, okay? I got this in a very Gary slab mystery box, okay? It wasn't exactly a mystery box. It was like a Whatnot, one of his Whatnot mystery boxes where you find out what you get in real time in his live stream. But this is the slab I happened to get. It was sort of like even value with what I bid on for the lot or whatever. It wasn't like, he puts together a good show. Ultimately, he's just moving a ton of stuff and he does really well. But, like any mystery box, you have the opportunity to do well as well, or not so well. At any rate, I got here in Avengers 55, it was an old label, CGC, I want to say 8.5. And I wanted to go for the bump. And I just don't think that it's going to work out because, to be honest with you guys, as I recall, one of the staples popped in one of my pressing treatments of this thing. If not, it came really damn close, this bottom staple. It's looking good in the holder. So did I get one past CGC? And did they miss a pop staple or potentially pop staple? Or is my grade going to be so low that the staple pop knocks it down like 3 grades? So I'm either going to get, you guys, I'm either going to get like a 9.0 right now or like a 5.0. All right, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? Here we go. Oh, okay. Well, it's a little weird. I'm interested to see the grader's notes on this one. I'm a little surprised because it was an 8.5 before, and I made it look a lot nicer. Okay, a lot nicer. Like this is a clean, white, vibrant color cover. But I had the staple issue. So is it that they thought it was like, a 9.2 or a 9.4, and then they knocked it down from there? Fascinating. This is a very interesting case. At any rate, I didn't really lose out from where I was before on this book. I wish I had the label from what I cracked it out from to show you guys so I could know exactly what the page quality was and what the grade was. I'm pretty sure it was like an 8.5, like cream to off-white or something, and now it's an 8.0 off-white to white with a new case. So what are you gonna do? It was an experiment. I'm just happy that it's not a green label, and I'm happy it's not a 5.0. Let's put it that way. We'll call that a win. 2 more books. Okay, ASM 100. Classic. John Romita and Frank Giacoia cover. 1971, 100th anniversary issue. One of the best Spider-Man covers of all time. I'm going to go ahead and say this one, I believe I graded it from Raw. And what do I have on this? ASM 100, ASM 100. Did I grade it from Raw or was it an 8.0 cracked open? I think it might have been an 8. I think I was trying to bump it. So let's say I'm hoping for an 8.5 or better. Again, I wish I had those labels to show you guys, but let's see. 9.0. That's what I'm talking about, baby. 9.0 Silver Age. Yes. This is great. I'm feeling great about the submission, you guys. This is really exciting. Because whether I had this in an old label or not, I did some damn good work on this thing, man. This is a clean looking book. This looks really good. And, I think I've just had one bad experience with my new cleaning techniques so far. Unfortunately, it was for a friend, a client who had me work on a book for him. And I think the problem with that one, first of all, I don't think it ended up being the techniques that I've been using. The blue LED and the heat overlay press, those methods are fairly sound in terms of restoration detection. They're pretty solid, as long as you don't go overboard. The danger, I used a solution, like a cleaning solution that this YouTube dude was selling, in addition to these treatments. And anyway, I'm starting to think that it more and more that it was the cleaning solution that did it rather than either of these other methods. But the other thing was that the book I worked on that got the purple label had really severe tan lines, like inside on the interior front and back covers. And those tan lines I tried to work on and improve. And I think it was trying to kind of clean those tan lines off that made them have a weird consistency. And so more and more, I'm starting to realize, of course, there's some trepidation whenever you clean, do advanced methods on an older book. You worry about purple labels, but I'm starting to get more confidence that my methods are sound and that was sort of a one-off experience. So this is really exciting. This is going to be a tough one not to keep. A 9.0 ASM 100 is just such a cool fucking book. One more book left, guys, and it's a big one. It's Ghost Rider #1 from 1973. But before I go into that, guys, if you've been enjoying the video, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a comment down below. Share it if you'd like. This is an impromptu video I'm doing while my baby's sleeping. And I appreciate everybody for watching. I'm checking the baby monitor. I've been looking forward to opening this box for a long time. I got it almost a full week ago now, and I've been withholding the grades from myself. So I just thought this would be an especially interesting one to discover the results live with you guys, because of the advanced cleaning and the older nature of the books. So hopefully more of this content to come as I am able to work on more old books. Okay, Ghost Rider #1. This one was, I remember I got this from Mike Hammond, and I believe this was a CPR, and it was an 8.0. It was an older label 8.0. I feel like it was cream to off-white. I know that I did a lot of work on the interior pages, so I'm hoping for a page quality bump and hopefully an 8.5 or better. All right, let's take a look at the book. It's looking pretty nice, looking really good in the slab. Ghost Rider 1 from 1973. It's looking really nice. Feeling pretty good. I'm rolling a hot hand here. Do we have anyone else in the comments? Hey, Ben, what's going on, man? All right, good to see everybody today. And thanks, Ben, for the compliment on the Hulk grade. I was happy with that one, too. We'll do a quick recap at the end of this video. Here comes the Ghost Rider. 8.5. Sweet. Off-white to white, baby. Yes. All right, I think that's a major bump. I gotta check. I'll do an Instagram post when I get back to the shop of the original labels and all of my bumping information. But this is pretty much, with the exception of that Ultron book, this is a good submission all around for me. My friend's 3 books, I'm happy with his grades. My 8 books, I'm happy with my grades. 8.5 off-white to white is a great result. Would have loved to get into the 9s, but this is still awesome to have it in a new case. Really respectable high grade for solid bronze key. And off-white to white, I think, was a really great bump up from where we were at. So Ghost Rider #1, 8.5 off-white to white. I'm going to go backwards now. The ASM 100, 9.0 off-white to white. Really exciting. This one is a mystery to me. Let's do a quick grader notes search on this one just to see what happened here. The vintage, I'm looking it up. Vendors 55. Wow. They called out the staple. Okay, so graders know staple detached bottom of back cover. True. That is a true story. Light tanning interior cover. Very small tear with crease right center of front cover. Very small tear with crease right center front cover. Okay, I don't even really see that. It's so weird how their graders notes are like so arbitrary because there's like I could call out 5 other defects I'm seeing right now. Slight tan line along the top edge. The right top corner is a little bit has color rub, and it's like there's so much other stuff they could notate, but they don't. They're just really lazy. There's also like a complete lack of paper on this back top at top corner. So it's just weird to me that with the staple pull, they graded it that high. And I think this is one of the things that they changed with their new format of labeling, that they I think in the past they would have called out the staple detached on the label, right? But now I get this nice clean label with no mention of it. You have to go into the grader's notes to find out that the staple's pulled. That's kind of fucked up. I will tell you that as a seller, but not every seller would do that. So that's definitely a benefit to the seller and not the buyer for CGC to do that. At any rate, it's a miracle that I held this grade, given this was an 8.5 before. It really goes to show you I improved it. I think this would have been like a 9.2, 9.4, and then it knocked down to an 8.0 with the staple pull. But I got to look into the rules and regs on that, because I thought a staple pull would like knock it down like 3 full grades. I was expecting like a 5 or a 6 with that. But damn, I bet this could have been like a 9.4 green label. You know what I mean? But I'd much rather have the 8.0 blue. So that's just a really interesting case study all around. And I'm happy to have held in the 8s on that. But of course, it was a shame. That's a note to myself that when you do any of these advanced methods, you're going to get the paper wet. And sometimes the staples cannot withstand that process, so you really have to check your staples before you go into. I'm just happy it was my own book and not a client's book or something. But here's the MAD 16 from my friend Ben, 6.0, off-white to white. Here is the 4-color 199, 6.0 off-white, and the 4-color 386, i.e. Uncle Scrooge number 1, aka 3.5 cream to off-white. That's one that I knew was going to be delicate, so I didn't even bother with any stain removal or anything, because it was just already kind of falling apart at the staples, and I didn't want to. I think I just did a cold press for this, a dry clean. That was it. And by cold press, I mean I just put some weight on it. ASM 121 and an 8.0 white. I believe I dropped a half grade on this from the CBCS, but a CGC 8 is probably, sadly, pretty equivalent to a CBCS 8.5. Here's a big one, guys. Hulk 180 and a 7, off-white to white. Super excited for that. Avengers number 48 and a 7, off-white to white. Thor number 169 in a 9.0 white. Raw book from mycomicshop.com that they called VF, made into a 9.0. And last but not least, Silver Surfer number 4, 6.0 cream to off-white. I wish it was a different page quality, but with a square bound book like this, it takes forever to go through all those pages if you were to try to make them brighter. So I think I just let that. I let go of that battle. But this is one I'll consider keeping for the PC because it's a great Silver Surfer key, and I wish it was a 6.5. It would have matched my other 6.5s a little better, but I'll take it though. 6.0 is a great grade for that. So that is my 11 book submission, guys. I'll tell you what, since the baby is still not up, I'm going to do a bonus unboxing really quick. Oh man, awesome. My girlfriend partner was taking a practice exam That's why I'm on baby duty right now. And she passed her practice exam. So she takes the real thing on Wednesday, but it's really great news. All great news today. Having a great day today, guys. Hope you are as well. Let's see how we're doing in the chat. Thank you, Ben. Chago Solace says, what do I think on NFT comics? Well, I happen to, I've been a fan of them in the past. I have quite the portfolio of NFT comics from Vivi. I kind of bought into it during a lot of the hype, and now the values are nowhere near what they used to be. But I still enjoy them in theory. I like the concept of them. I just don't know about their future, at least in their current manifestation. I don't have like a huge amount of faith in the VD platform, or NFTs in general. But I like them. I like them in theory. I like the fact that they are invisible comics, as my friend Mike likes to call them. They don't take up any space, and they're fun to collect and fun to speculate on. All right, so this is a Bry's Comics mystery box, guys. I just got it in the mail today, so I figured I would do, this is my bonus section of video in case I had time. Baby's having a nice long nap, so we can keep rolling with this if you guys want to see what I got from Bry's. Now, if you guys know Bry's Comics, shout out to Bry. He does amazing mystery boxes where you have the chance. This submission, or rather mystery box round, you had the chance to win an AF-15, like legit, like a 1.5 or something like that, as a grand prize. That's a pretty good grand prize. I mean, that's some serious business. So he does like 500 mystery boxes. He's got an exclusive, I believe, with Delato ASM in here. A lot of them are like CGC 10s and 9.9s, and the virgins were extremely limited. So I'm going to be getting some assortment of slabs right here from Bry. We're just going to see how well we did. I believe the retail price for these is $300. It's either $250 or $300, and I think I bought two. I think that's why I'm getting these two. I'm just remembering. I think they were $250, and I think I bought two, something like that. So let's see how we did. I'm pretty sure I watched the live unboxing, and I'm pretty sure I didn't get any of the grand prizes. It'd be a great surprise if I did, but I don't think so. There were about 15 slots that were all the top prizes. So let's see. So each box has 2 slabs. Let's see what we got. Okay, this looks like probably the sort of like blank, if you will. This is the mystery part. He's got his exclusive and then like another slab. So this one is ASM 26, the Laraz 1 in 25. So decent modern book ratio, 9.8. Not terrible, not amazingly impressive, but it's all right. So that's a Laraz Spidey 9.8, very good. And then here is his exclusive. So this is, I didn't get a 9.9, I didn't get a 10, I didn't get a virgin. I just got the regular old 9.8, but this is a really cool comic. It's the same issue, actually, ASM 26, which is the death. They even put it in quotes. They put it in quotes on the label, death of Kamala Khan, which is pretty hilarious because we all know she's not going to die. She's not dead forever. But this is a really nice Delato exclusive from Bry. And I know that the Virgin is extremely limited. I can't remember exactly how limited the trade is, but here's some information. Certificate of authenticity. 246 of 480 copies in existence. That's pretty limited for a Marvel book. I'm sure he had to destroy a lot of these because they have a pretty high print run required. So yes, so 480 printed of the trade dress, and that's a pretty sick little book there. So there's my one mystery box. Mystery box number 2. Damn. Did not get so lucky with this, guys. I got 2 of the regular trades. He had a lot of 9/9s, a lot of 10s, and a certain amount of virgins. Did not get any of those. That's okay. We'll see what those resell for, and see if we can get those to a good home with a good deal. This one is $245 of $480. So got 2 COAs there. Nice Delato cover on a key book of sorts, modern key. And here's my mystery slab, a Something is Killing the Children number 30. Oh, sweet. Tula Lotte foil edition, 9/9 mint. That's not so shabby. It's pretty sick. Pretty sicked. So not too mad at that one. That's pretty fun. That is a Boom Studios exclusive. Foil variant 9/9. Not bad. If you're interested in any of those, hit me up on Instagram at Comic Sales, guys. Thanks. Shout out to Bri again. Congratulations on another epic mystery slab box extravaganza. Congrats to the winners of those crazy grand prizes, the AF-15 and whatnot. All right, guys, that'll do it for me. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is. Quick announcement. I will be setting up at Terrificon at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut last weekend of this month here in July 2023. So Comic Sales, look for me over at Terrificon. If you're on the East Coast, it's going to be a really fun show. Lots of great artists are going to be signing and so forth, and it'll be fun to see people come through. So hope to see you guys at Terrificon. I may not do a live sale on Instagram until after Terrificon because we got a lot of prep to do and a baby to raise. He's got to be waking up soon. All right. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.